Okay, guys, welcome to the Enigma Strategy webinar. My name's Henry, and I'm going to be guiding you through the major pairs today. Some really interesting developments are going to be going on. So let's get stuck into this because obviously we have a really important non-farm payroll in the US today, which is definitely going to be shaking the markets up. But we are going to start with USD JPY, and I've been looking at this morning, and we are very, very, very close now to breaking this low here. And I've actually got no doubt that when the non-farm payroll figures come out, that this zone, this line, this critical point will be broken and breached. And we will look at this on the daily. But just looking at the 4 hour, once this is breached, we will have a whole new cycle to the downside. And I did allude this morning when I put out on the group on the Enigma newbie that if we do breach this, we will be going down to at least 104, because that will be the start of another be a WXY move lower. So let's just have a look at what I mean by that and show you. Actually, before that, let's just have a look at what happened as we went on this week. Obviously, we've been ranging in this box here for since the 10th, really. No real significant. We made a marginal new high yesterday, but we had an immediate sell-off. And I did actually do this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was expecting us to hit support here and possibly move off higher, but clearly price has it's just does not like this zone at all, and the dollar is pretty weak at the moment. So just go to the hour. So we can just about see 5 waves here, which I'm going to put in for you. And let's do it. 1 second. Okay, so yeah, we can count our 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we might get a push retracement back up to around 107.50. But even if we just pierce this line a little bit, we'll get the retracement, and then I'm expecting I'll be thinking about opening short positions here, going down to the downside. So on daily, this is what we've got here. Let's just get rid of all this. So I'm calling this. So we've got our A, B, C. And this is very, very corrective, isn't it? I can't really see. We've got a not hugely impulsively looking here. And we've got a 3-wave move here, as you can see. So this will be another ABC. And this is on the daily. And so we're talking about double correction. So we're going to be, if it's a double correction, like a double ABC, it will be called a WXY. And the rules, as usual, are Y is going to be at equal lengths, or it can be up to 1.618 of wave W. So let's just get our fib out, have a look. So we're going to be doing a fib. Let's just move that out of the way. So if we do breach that critical point, I'll be looking to target, so 103.72. So I was nearly right. So around about 104, 103.70. This will be our next target area before any kind of significant push up. So that's what we're looking for today. We'll find out pretty soon what will happen. I find it really, I'd be surprised if dollar rallies from this position here. I'm finding that hard to believe at the moment. The kind of push it would need would be pretty heroic. But let's have a look at that. Let's go with this alternative. So if dollar was to push, I mean, from here, and we've got 10 pips breathing space for the dollar. But let's just go with this bullish count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's just put this in. So that'll be wave 1. Look, let's have a look what we're doing here. It doesn't look particularly 1, 2, 3. This is the problem as well, guys. It doesn't look. It's very difficult to actually apply to make this, even to make it impulsive. It's very difficult because it's such a 3-wave move. You know, I'm not even sure that could even work as a 3-way move here. So I don't think we can even go with the alternate count on this. So I'm actually just going to stick with our WXY. Let's wait for the break here at let's wait for the break at approximately 106.844. We get the break. We will be entering this 100% next week, if not earlier. If not earlier, we will probably get a retracement back. It might breach, and then we'll get a pullback back to resistance, maybe possibly up here, which would be the wave 2 on the larger degree, and then we'd have another push down going into next week. So USD JPY, I'm pretty bearish on that. Pound USD, pound has been just a car crash, really, for days and days and days. Most of this week has seen quite severe selling, and anytime there's been, the count has called for a pullback. The pullback stalled. We've had more downside. The retracements have been pretty horrendous for the pound. Currently sitting at 121.22. We are at the point now where we need to see a pullback here. We need to see something happen from the lows because we are so overextended here. We can see we've got a clear 3-way move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got a triangle between wave 3 and 4. You can see this is an extended. So 1, 2, 3. The wave 5 is extended, and the rule is with edit waves that we can have one of the waves, impulsive waves, can be extended, and wave 3 has just, usually it's the longest wave, but it's fine as long as it's not the shortest wave. So even if this extended 5th wave is longer than wave 3, that's fine, because wave 3 is still longer than wave 1. So because this is an extended 5th, and I can even count this there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this really now calls for some upside, and we might get that with the non-farm payroll, which is coming out in the next 25 minutes. That's a nice coffee. Okay, so pound, the sentiment is bearish with the pound still. I'm seeing this down to 110 on the daily, which is hideously low for the pound. Now, this is our first cycle of a lower degree, so we can label this 1. We're looking for a retracement. I imagine potentially we will go to this area, this zone, and then we're looking for more downside here. Okay, so looking for the pullback now onto 124.19, if not a bit higher, in a 3-wave move, and then we'll be looking to short the pound down lower going into next week. There's not much fundamental data to suggest that the pound's going to rally much higher than that. It looks like Brexit is going to, there's no resolution with Brexit. It's just becoming a bit of, it seems to me we will be leaving with no deal, and that will send the pounds to an all-time low. You can see here, I've got a nice trend line. Let's just have a look. Let's just move this. So this is pound on the monthly. Something like this. So I'm thinking we're going to be coming down. Well, I think we're going to breach the 111s down to 110 area. Let's get rid of all this. Now, in terms of this structure here, three wave move. It's pretty clear, isn't it? 3 waves. So this is a monthly. Got an A, a B, and a C. Now we would be looking to hit the 50% retracement of this whole monthly structure. So, you know, the long-term outlook, is we would be coming, you know, if we're looking bullish, potentially back up to this area at some point. And if that is the case, this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC push. So we can come down a little bit lower. If we break this low here, then this will be another double XWXYZ. Okay, so this will be, we'll be really, really careful. And we'd be looking for that as our next target. So 0.9, so break below parity. So the pound is in a really, really critical point right now. We see it further selling off. It could, well, I'm not sure what would happen, but it's not looking very good at the minute. So anyway, but short term, we're going to wait for the pullback, and then we're going to be selling the pound into next week down to 110. Okay, actually, we've got quite a nice channel forming here. Oh, set that off. We've got a nice channel forming here. So we'd be looking for a pullback and then possibly a test on this channel down here at 110 before we can, that'd be an ABC, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're looking for a bigger bounce. But it all depends what happens going into next week. Gold. Okay, gold is still working on a wave 4. Oh, we finished the wave 4, and this looks quite impulsive. Now, I'm calling that we got one more push higher here, around about 14, this kind of area. One more push higher with gold, and then we're going to be seeing some significant downside to gold. Okay, so we've got a triangle here. Let's just go to the 1 hour, see if we can count our waves. Yeah, so let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and really, we're looking for wave 5 to finish. Well, it would, according to our count, we'll probably break this high, it's C, and then we'll be looking for the retracement lower. But I mean, it all depends. We could get an extended fifth wave, which means we would go all the way up to near 1500. So a lot of this does depend on the non-farm payroll that comes out in the next 10 or 15 minutes or so. So gold, there's going to be more upside, a little bit more upside, and then I am expecting a retracement. I'm not really. I don't really at this minute like selling gold. It's just too bullish for me at the minute. But if we'll wait to see how this non-farm payroll, what these figures come out. They are expected to be weak, in which case we would see this instrument rocket straight up past the highs here. Okay, euro. So euro USD is rallying after a bit like the pound. Really, it's seen a extended fifth wave, which has taken it down to 110. Now the sentiment on euro is very, very bearish. This is just a pullback. We're going to be expecting more downside, and this is going to be another shorting opportunity for the euro. Okay, so let's just have a look. Let's go from our count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could count it. This could be two things really. I'm seeing potentially an ABC. Didn't quite hit the equal legs, so if it's not an ABC, it would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We not really seeing a very nice impulsive. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's just have a look. So we could be seeing something like this. Now, if that is the case, I expect that we're going to have we're going to be testing resistance here at around about 111.50. Okay, 111.50, and then we'll be looking for bearish confirmation to go short on this pair. Actually, it's quite a nice channel that's emerging as well. So let's just put that up. Okay, and then we can put a line of value. Okay, like this. So yeah, this could be quite nice. So it might be having if we get a nice rejection off of this zone and this channel, then we can start thinking about selling to the downside, and our target would be around about 0.5% of the way for. So 1, 2. So we'll be looking to take our short positions from around about 111.58 to the 0.786, which would be a good 150 pip move. And because we've obviously broken this low last week, we can be assured that the euro will be heading lower. There's no doubt about that. It's heading lower. The only question is this going to be a complex wave 4 correction? It might go a little bit higher, we might break the trend line a little bit, but it will be going lower. That is no doubt about that. So at the moment, we're not going to be buying euro. We're going to be waiting for the pullback and then be selling euro down to the wave 5. And our target will be around 109. So interesting positions for the euro. Really nice stuff going on there. Now I'm going to be looking at the SPX because I put S&P as a signal this morning, and actually I've been following this, as you know, guys, for quite a few weeks now. I've been, mentioning that we are been looking for a rollover on the US markets. We did see that this week, quite dramatically, really huge sell-offs on the SPX and Nasdaq, and I actually put out really nice. It was a bearish butterfly pattern, and bearish butterflies are very, very ferocious, really very quick, snappy sell-offs, and we saw that yesterday night was incredible. It was a sharp, quick sell-off in the S&P, and this is only as I've got. Let's go to 1 hour and just show you what I've got. So we had our wave 1 finished and we had a nice deep retracement into wave 2, and now we're looking to complete the wave 3 going into the end of next week. We should see another quick sell-off down to complete the wave 3, which will be, it should take us to around about 2900 will be the completion of wave 3, and then I'll be looking to wait for the pullback, a retest for wave 4, and then we can enter another short position at looking at around about, just get this fib, we're looking for a retracement of the wave 2. Yeah, so the 0.382 is a great place where the wave 4 ends up, and that will take us to resistance at 2939. So we're looking to sell down to the wave 3. We can offload our positions here, guys. We can wait for the 3-wave pullback, and then we can enter again and sell the wave 5. So this probably won't be ready until the end, going into the start of next week, but we are already in this position as a short. So we're just going to keep holding this until we get to our target of around about 2900. Okay, so really interesting stuff going on in the markets at the moment. We're in some stuff. We're going to wait for the break of USD JPY. That's going to be a great little sell for us. And the SPX, this is going to be a nice short position that will take us all the way throughout next week. With pound, as I said, we're just going to wait for that pullback, see what happens. We'll be shorting that, and the same with euro. So not really interested in buying the euro or the pound at the moment because they are too weak. Okay, and I think that's the roundup for today, guys. So it's been an absolute pleasure. I am back on Tuesday to give you another roundup. I'm sure there'll be much to say. Finally, there is still time to book yourself on our FX Bootcamp, which takes place on this Sunday and Monday. You will need to be very quick because we have limited seats. So we are offering a broker sponsor scheme where you can get a seat for 2 days for a £250 deposit. So if you want to get on that, be quick because that is starting on Sunday. And you can just hit me up, henry@enigmastrategy.com. Give me a quick text and I can get you on that course. So I think that's it for now, guys. If you are trading, be careful, trade appropriately. And my market report will be out Sunday, which I will just put into, I'll put what I've discussed today into some charts for you to look at with a description of what to expect going into next week. Okay, guys, I hope you have a really good weekend, and I will catch you next time. Cheers.